What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to NezFab. Some of you guys found this video by searching Ram Promaster 1500 hitch install. Well, welcome to the channel. But for you guys that watch the videos on a, I guess not daily basis, but if you guys watch other videos, we're going to do a little bit different today. We're going to be installing a hitch on the old work van. So I think a couple videos ago you guys kind of got a glimpse of this, but this is the work van. So picked up a hitch, gonna slap that guy on, and then we got the plug-and-play trailer wiring kit. Got this nice bracket to mount up as well. So yeah, I need the ability to tow utility trailers. So I picked this guy up. Should be, like I said, bolt-on, all plug-and-play. So that's what's going to happen in today's video. I'll do a little time-lapse install, kind of walk you guys through the install. Hopefully it goes simple, but I guess we'll see how it goes. Alright, so it looks like up top here we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 of these, what is it, looks like a T30 Torx bolt. So pick you up some T30s. 4 up top, and then looks like so far we got 1, 2, 3, 4 down here. That should pretty much get that whole rear bumper cover come off. Okay, I'm gonna be careful though, because the sensors are going to be plugged in somewhere. Looks like right down here. So if you got the rear backup sensors on your Promaster, that's where it looks like it's going to be plugged in. So we can pop the connector here. There we go. Get that loose. Let's see here. Okay, cool. Alright, we got that out. So rear bumper cover off. We'll set this to the side over here. Make sure you're careful with it if you got the rear sensors in it. Hi.
Hi.
Thing's sweet. Right. No. No, you're fine.
I said you need help holding anything up.
No. So pretty much already exposed. All I gotta do is pop out these two bolts, and then bolt the new one on. Be quick. Alright, so to get the actual bumper itself, not the bumper cover, it's looking like we got 2 on the top here, 2 on the top here, and then on the back side, you can see we got a nut there, and same thing over here, we got a nut there. So I'm gonna pop these off real quick. Let's see if I can get the camera position. See, these fronts right here, these bolts, those are 16 millimeters. It's looking like these ones underneath. Okay, so looks like these are 15s. Let's see here. If you don't have a set of ratcheting wrenches, I highly recommend you pick some up. Okay. A little gritty. There's that guy. Let's go over here. Bust this one out. Oh, hi. Hi, YouTube. Use a camera. I ain't gotta get underneath there. I can just see with the front. front screen on the GoPro. See what I'm doing here. It's pretty handy actually. Okay, now working on getting that out. Never really wrenched with the camera in my hand, so something new for me. Okay, got that last one out. Set that down there. Okay, now this. Let's see. Yep, just pop that. Pretty light, not too heavy. Set that aside. Okay, we're gonna slap this bad boy up. Okay, if you end up getting the Curt trailer hitch, same one that I got, this is the majority of the kit. These guys are going to end up going through, I guess we're not going to end up going through, well, that's going to be difficult to try to get them. Yeah, that may be fun to try to get them into that hole. You can't even really see inside there. So that's going to be kind of tricky. But, alright, hitch goes on and bumper goes on. So if you're doing this by yourself, it might be kind of tricky. I was able to get it up there, get a couple bolts started, and then we'll get these ones slapped over on this side. Alright, so I was going to say, how in the heck are we going to get these carriage bolts in this bracket shoved in through the fender, in through the bumper cover, and it comes like all the way to right here? Well, they thought about it. They give you these little fish wires for both sides. So you fish that wire in through the back side here, grab it through here, you thread it onto the actual bolt, and then let's see, we're just gonna pull it through. Put it up in there, put that bracket in there. Let's see if we can get her to pop out here. Wow. It's pretty impressive. I'm pretty impressed by that. That was pretty slick. That's pretty legit. Okay, first one's in. I'll kind of give you guys, or show you more of a idea here on this other one. Let's set the GoPro down. A little kickstand I bought. Okay, so I'm gonna undo this wire here, uncoil it. All nice and wrapped up. Okay, we got that end right there. Okay, let's take it. Let's shove it through. Oh, let's shove it through the hole here. Okay. The bolt. Put the bolt through the bracket. Then we'll thread it on. Alright, thread it on. I'm going to try to do better at recording. Sorry, you guys. Shove that through. And just kind of pull this. Pull on the wire. And then we'll see if she pops through. Bam! That's pretty slick. It's pretty slick. Alright, I'm going to slap the nut on this one real quick. Here we are, pretty much bolted in. So slapped, they wanted you to reuse, obviously, because I had the stud for the bumper, reuse those nuts there, but everything else came with new hardware. So got those guys in. I think those are 14 millimeters. These big carriage nuts and bolts, 19 millimeters. Something over here, 14 millimeters, and then that nut on the backside right there is a 15 millimeter. So it's all bolted back on. So all we got left to do is slap on the bumper cover. Well, before we slap on the bumper cover, I'm going to get this kit opened up and see kind of how we need to run the wiring off the tail lights. So let's bust this bad boy open. See what we got here. Okay. Set this back down. Just twist. Like that. What do we got here? Golly. Mexico. There. It's like it doesn't say left side, right side. Nothing's really labeled left side, right side right now. I don't see nothing. See what the old directions say. Hey, open rear doors, remove access panel doors, both sides access vehicle wiring connectors, so trim malfunction will need to be removed. The yellow wire, okay, so this is driver's side, so it'll just tell you. The yellow wire is driver's side. Green wire, okay, cool. So we got, alright, driver's side, passenger side. This is just the ground wire, so we'll have to find a spot to ground this. And then this guy is going to be our battery wire that we have to run all the way up. Which, I don't see why we need that battery wire. That before. I guess that's for the just to power the box, I guess. Okay. Well, let's get some stuff apart outside the van. We got that access panel off. I think we need to get to that connector right here. So let's see if I can. Oh, just popped off. Alright, I'm gonna grab this guy here. So that's just passenger side. So we just need to connect that in between those. I thought it was gonna be a lot harder to get this whole light assembly out, but all you have to do, you gotta pop off two of these, which an 18mm socket will go right over the end of that. So we can go get the whole light assembly out. Let's set that aside because I'm trying to route these wires up through here and not down along through there, because they will get messed up. I know they will. So I take the light. I guess if you guys don't want to go to this extreme, you don't have to go to this extreme. If you want to just route them across down through there, you can, but this is the way I'm routing the wires. Alright, jumper wire is intact. We plugged that into the light. We got the original harness plugged into it. So this passenger side should be good. So let's kind of run this, and we get some wires or some, they got zip ties, and get all this kind of tucked back up, and then get that driver side ran up into that one. Make sure you read the directions. Well, I read it, kind of skipped over it, but I started with the passenger side. Well, the passenger side wire is a lot longer than the driver's side wire off the actual box. So start with the driver's side and get the wires ran down through. So I got the passenger side T connector, then I actually got the wires for the actual 4-pin trailer harness ran down through here. So I'm going to get this passenger side buttoned up. On these, there's a perfect wham. Right there is where we're gonna put the ground. We'll take that off, slap the ground on there, and then this box, we'll get a self tapper, and we're gonna mount the box like right up there. And the ground wire is gonna fit perfectly, and then we can run the power wire down underneath and up to the battery. Alright, driver side's all done. As you can see, got that ground wire hooked up right there. Got a little self tapper, got that box mounted there. We got the wires ran down pretty much where that connector comes in through that headlight, or the tail light, sorry, the tail light, and then we got the driver side all connected. So I'm going to run the wires over here. We'll get this passenger side all connected, and then we'll figure out how we're going to get the power wire up to the battery. That didn't go too bad. Got the wire there. I'm gonna do some zip ties here, some zip ties here. Got it down up through there, up through the light. That one's all plugged in. So I'm gonna get that cover back on here. Passenger side's gonna be done. Alright, passenger side's all good to go. It's wrapped up. Still got the driver's side exposed over here, because I still got to figure out the power wire. But I just kind of threw the bumper cover back on for now. Got the wires all zip tied up. Obviously with this, once you throw this bumper on here, I don't know what they do from the factory. I wonder if they just do the same thing, but since where it bolts is a little, you know, what, 1/4 inch, 3/8 of an inch thicker, that pushes these back, you know, but luckily it's plastic, so it should kind of bend and suck up flush. So what I'm gonna work on now is getting that bolted on real quick. And just as I thought, it sucked it in. You know, it's got a little bit of a bow to it. But, and then these spots right here, they kind of got a bump to them because of the way that bracket kind of sticks out, but I'm okay with that. I mean, as long as this is still plenty sturdy. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I was able to get the 4 underneath the bolt up too, so should be good. Get that all bolted up, and we got the connector connected back in, snap back in on the outer skirt bumper here. So truck it along. Get you guys up to speed. All right, so well, let me take you back here, I guess. I knew this cigarette lighter right here had 12 volts coming to it, so I was thinking about tapping in the power wire for it. I would have had to run it back down along here, back up in here. I was thinking about tapping it into this. The thing with this wire though, it's 12 volts back here, but it's only when it's key on. So obviously you're not going to be pulling a trailer or anything without the key on, so that technically would have worked, but I decided to do it the right way. So came up here, traced kind of a path. The battery box for these Rams is right underneath the driver's side foot area, kinda. So with most battery boxes there should be a vent, so I was able to a vent hole, so I pulled the wire up through it, and that's what I'm doing right now. So we're going to just get the fuse cut, get a butt connector to get the end and stuff on there, and then I'm just going to bolt it down to, you know, one of these. That's kind of nice. They have all these areas just to bolt it down to, which I would make sure that you guys do it on the battery side and not the fuse side of these tabs, because each one of these guys, that's a fuse, and you know, these are all fuses. These are all hardwired in and stuff. So if that ring terminal, let me see, yeah, I'm probably just going to unbolt, take that nut off, and then put that ring terminal on there, and then I'll have to get underneath the car with the van with the creeper and run this wire along and zip tie it up. About got the electrical wrapped up, you guys. So that's all back on. I'm getting ready to slap the negative post on here because I got the back end wiring all good. So I'll show you that in a second. That's a nice little feature they got here. This little, let's see if I can get it closer here. It's a little negative thing. You just put it on there. It's a little clamp, clamps down. Boom. That's all good to go. So we'll get this cover plate on in a second. Bring you back here. And we got, here's the power wire, got the butt connector in there, so all the electrical up here is done. So I'll be able to put this panel back on So now all I gotta do, hi buddies, is get the ground, get a self tapper, get a ground for, get that grounded, and then get this bolted up and mounted to the bumper. And we should be 100%, you guys. And there it is, you guys. It's the Curt Brown Class 3 hitch install on a Ram Promaster 1500 2021. So this right here did not come with it. That was an extra. That was extra that I got. So I bought the hitch. It was like 150 bucks, I think. I ended up buying the wiring kit, which was like 80 bucks. So that spliced in to the taillights. That was all plug and play, minus that power wire. I had to run to the battery. Got that hooked up, and then I bought this separately because otherwise it's just gonna have that 4-wire dangling. But I have my trailer. I was gonna use this to like move my car trailer and stuff around too, so I wanted to make sure I have a 7-way just in case, you know, I hook up to some random trailer or something. So that was an additional. But it's all wired up. It's all zip tied. It's clean. I like how tight that is. You know, you can't even really see it, the rest of it, except for the actual receiver part. But it's up there, it's nice and tight. So that's all done. I got the interior back together. The wire was ran. I couldn't really record as I was running the wire underneath the car. But if you guys are doing this on, you know, on the Promaster, there's a lot of these like clips that have the wires ran through it already. So I just kind of shuffled the wire through that, ran it up. Tucked it through like these wiring harnesses back behind the wheels, and then I end up running it down through here, up around, and up into there, which I'm not completely happy with that, but I mean, it's up underneath the car. Nothing should go, you know, nothing should happen to it. That was kind of the only part I wasn't too happy with running the wire, because there's no other spot to kind of get it in. It was keeping it up close to the body. So that's it, man. If you guys had any questions, if you're watching this video for the install, if you guys got any questions about something I didn't really go over or did touch on, go ahead and hit me up in the comments. I respond to them pretty quick. So it's pretty simple, pretty basic. The wiring took a lot longer than installing the actual hitch itself. So I had that on in like 5-10 minutes. Just doing the wiring was kind of a pain. So, but yeah, any questions, let me know. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. And catch you guys on the next one.